films from the last 100 years is going on. And this tool can now be modified into the ultimate machine to do high quality scans of that material. In normal post-production environments, the ARRIscan is scanning 35 or 16 millimeter film, pin registered, with up to 8 frames per second in 2K or 3K resolution. Of course, this is not a very nice way of dealing with very old and fragile film that might be damaged or in a very bad condition. This is why we introduced a soft archive mode. With this soft archive mode, it's now possible to scan the same film, but in a very gentle way. We reduce the film tension, we reduce the transport speed, and with this we can transport film up to 3.5% of shrinkage. Very brittle film, even with damaged or missing perforations. In case a film is very brittle or badly damaged, every gate that we have, 35 or 16 millimeter, can run without pin registration. Nevertheless, sometimes you want to see the perforation or you want a bigger aperture to give more room for post-image stabilization. And this is this. It's the archive gate. With the archive gate, you have the possibility to scan the perforation and also up to 5 perforation frame height. So it gives more room for post-scan stabilization and digital restoration. The archive gate has a wider and higher aperture, so you can easily see the perforations and the frame line. And even if the image is unstable because of damaged perforations, you still capture the whole content of the scan. Now, for the first time on a high-resolution film scanner, there's a wet gate system. We have 35 and 16 millimeter wet gates. Wet gates has been the best way to do scratch reduction or dust removal on telecines or optical printers, but it was never intended to be for a film scanner because it's quite tricky to do, and it took us quite a long time to develop. But now we have finished wet gates. They work with a special liquid, low toxic liquid, so that they can be used in a post-production or archive environment even without special regulation. And it's exchangeable to any normal scanner. The ARRIscan wet gates for 35 and 16 millimeter allow reduction or correction of scratches that could not be done in any way digitally on black and white or colored film. We see here a comparison of a dry gate and a wet gate scan, and you can already see that scratches are reduced dramatically thanks to the use of a wet gate system. Sometimes films are much too damaged to be scanned in any conventional film scanner. Also, sometimes we come across film formats that are not known anymore. For this, we have a sprocketless transport that converts the machine into the only scanner in the world that can scan, for example, over 110-year-old material that was Lumière perforated or Pathé perforated. So there is only one perforation per frame, so no sprocket-driven system can scan or digitize this film material.